for tuning in to the Unaffiliated Creators Podcast. I'm your host, K.A. Everyday. It's your boy, K. This is the Any Artist Safe Place, so take off your shoes, get comfortable, and stay a while. Do us a favor and please rate the show. And if you have any feedback for us, please email us at unaffiliatedcreatives@gmail.com. Now that everybody has taken off their shoes and gotten comfortable, y'all let me know what y'all been up to. Anyway, like I always say, if y'all haven't been living under a rock by now, I guess y'all done heard that the whole world is in the uproar over this Super Bowl halftime show. They didn't pick Lil Wayne. Instead, they picked Kendrick Lamar. People thinking that Jay-Z had something to do with it. There's a lot of talk going on. There's a lot of people speculating, but I got to get into it because I'm going to let y'all know how I feel. I didn't really want to talk about this at first, but to be honest with y'all, there ain't really a lot going on in the music space. I say, you know what? Since there ain't a lot going on, a lot of the beef done died down. Hey, why not come on here and talk about this Super Bowl halftime show? So the first thing I wanted to, and you know what? Before I get too far down the road, I took some notes today, man. I wanted to be prepared for today's show. But one of the first things I wanted to talk about is I understand that Lil Wayne is from New Orleans and the Super Bowl this year is going to be in New Orleans. So, of course, you know, everybody's mind went to they should pick Lil Wayne to do the Super Bowl halftime. But there's only been a few times in the past where the artist that they picked to do the halftime Super Bowl, you know, performance happened to be from that area or from that city that the Super Bowl was being held. So it's not an automatic thing where like every year the Super Bowl, let's say if the Super Bowl came to Virginia Beach, which we don't even have a professional team in this area, but I'm just using this as an example. That would be like saying if we had the Super Bowl here in Virginia Beach, that they would automatically pick somebody like Pharrell to do the halftime Super Bowl performance because he's from Virginia Beach. Just because you from that area don't mean that it's like an automatic thing that you're going to get picked. But I made some notes like I told y'all, man, because I want to really break down why I feel that Kendrick Lamar was a better choice than Lil Wayne. Now, I do got to let y'all know this before I get too far down the road. I like Lil Wayne as an artist, and to be open, honest, and transparent with my audience. If I had to, well, normally Lil Wayne, I don't necessarily normally put him in my top 5, but Lil Wayne, in my opinion, is in my top 10. And when I rate like the top 10 rap artists, I normally put him in my top 10. He don't crack my top 5, but he does crack my top 10. So it's not like I don't think that Lil Wayne is not a good artist, but I'm going to make some points today why I feel, again, that Kendrick Lamar was a better choice for the Super Bowl halftime show. First things first, Kendrick Lamar has the biggest song of the year, or at least in the hip-hop space anyway. I mean, of course, if you want to talk about pop songs and other genres of music, that's one thing, but, nonetheless, I'm missing something. His song, Not Like Us, is the biggest hip-hop song of the year. This is one of the biggest moments in hip-hop. You can't turn on the radio without hearing this song. When I get in my car, and for those who still listen to the radio, I guess I'm showing my age, but for those who still listen to the radio, you cannot turn on the radio and not hear this song played at least 2 or 3 times while you driving or wherever you're trying to go. I'm going to be honest, it's getting to the point where I'm getting tired of hearing the song, and I feel Kendrick probably feels the same way. I mean, I know he probably is enjoying the success that the song is having, but at some point, man, when you keep hearing something over and over again, you're like, all right, enough is enough. But again, that's one of the biggest songs this year. All right. Kendrick has done a song with Taylor Swift. I'm going to say that again for those in the back that didn't hear me the first time. Kendrick Lamar has done a song with Taylor Swift. For those who don't know what song I'm talking about, the song is called Bad Blood. And we know we got bad blood. And we know we got problems. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, but I know that he's done a song with Taylor Swift, and that was a big song. He's done a song with Maroon 5. He also did a song, and if y'all ain't never heard this song, it was called All Right, but it's on We Gonna Be All Right. We gonna be all right. And when, in the height of the BLM movement, when everybody was marching out in the streets, this was the anthem for that movement. A lot of people, especially in the last couple of years, felt that this song was like the new Negro spiritual. Again, we gonna be all right. All right. And if that wasn't enough, he also had a song on the Black Panther soundtrack called All the Stars. all the songs I just named, besides maybe All Right, have more of a global pop reach. All right, so let's think about Lil Wayne. As hot as Lil Wayne is as a rap artist, and he has a big catalog, he has a lot of hot songs. Can't deny that. Name me the songs that Lil Wayne has that would be considered like on a pop level, global area that would reach middle America. I can sit here and wait while y'all try to come up with it. Hold on. You hear that noise? The reason why I played that sound effect, because we're going to be waiting a long time. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all can beat it up in the comments, but I can't think of a song that Lil Wayne has that has more of a global reach or more of a pop reach than the songs I just named from Kendrick. Now, if Lil Wayne does have some songs that has that reach, they're not songs that he did by himself. It's either songs that he's done with Nicki Minaj, it's songs that he's done with Drake, or it's songs that he's done with both of them, or songs that he's done with other people. I can't think of a song that Lil Wayne has done by himself that has a global pop reach like the songs I just named for Kendrick. So that alone is why I would say Kendrick would be better. Another thing that the people who make the decisions on who's going to perform the halftime show, another reason why they probably picked Kendrick, because I don't know if y'all saw the performance that he did on Juneteenth, but that concert that he performed on Juneteenth was crazy. The man performed on stage for like 30 minutes, didn't take a sip of water, didn't take a break. It looked like he had breath control. He was in the best shape of his life, and he didn't miss a beat. I mean, the performance was amazing. So just looking at how he performed during that Juneteenth performance probably had people thinking, man, if he can do that here, then what do you think he can do for the Super Bowl halftime show? So that was another thing. Now, there's been some times where Lil Wayne has performed where he looked a little different than that. Looked like he was out of breath, looked like he was out of shape, looked like he might have actually been under the influence of drugs. I'm just speculating. I don't know. But from people that's making the decisions, you want people that every time they do a performance, it's lights out. You don't want to risk giving somebody one of the biggest, platforms, one of the biggest shows that gets aired all around the world, and it looks like the performance was subpar. So again, that's why I feel that Kendrick was a better choice. And another reason why I don't really understand why everybody is just so much in the uproar, because Lil Wayne is not really the only other artist from New Orleans. Did we forget that Master P and Make 'Em Say, nah, 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 it's the ice cream man. So I get it. Lil Wayne is one of the biggest artists from New Orleans, but I would say that Master P paved the way for, Cash Money, Lil Wayne, and that whole movement. So why ain't everybody getting upset about the fact that they passed over Master P? Again, I would say that Master P doesn't have the global reach. He doesn't have the global hits like Kendrick has. But again, people didn't get mad about them, not picking Master P, but everybody all of a sudden just got mad because they didn't pick Lil Wayne. And here is my last and final point when it comes to why they probably picked Kendrick over Lil Wayne. I'm going to call it the mom effect. And what I mean by that is, let me put my notes down because I really want y'all to really understand what I'm trying to say here. There's going to be a lot of people that's tuning in to the Super Bowl that don't necessarily listen to rap, don't listen to hip hop. You need to pick a person that has a more middle of the road. I keep using the word, reaching a certain demographic, or, having a global pop reach. If I had to guess, there's more moms out there that have a better idea. They might have heard of Kendrick Lamar. If they don't know who he is, they've heard Not Like Us. Again, you can't get in your car and turn the radio without hearing that song. So I'm pretty sure there's a better chance that there's more soccer moms out there that's done heard one of those Kendrick Lamar songs before they would have ever heard one of the songs by Lil Wayne. Now, again, if you really in the hip hop, you listen to rap, that's your vibe. Yes, you would have heard of Lil Wayne. And you might have heard more Lil Wayne songs than Kendrick songs. But if you're that, I listen to pop music, I listen to EDM music, I listen to, country music, and you listen to other things besides rap music, again, there's more likely that Kendrick has crossed over into that space more than Lil Wayne has. So that's why, again, they probably pick Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne, because the Super Bowl, there's gonna be people tuning in that don't even listen to rap music. There's a good chance people are gonna tune in and they probably ain't gonna know who Kendrick Lamar is or Lil Wayne. It's just the fact that there's a better chance that they would have known who, or I'm probably this. They're gonna know who Kendrick Lamar is now because of this beef that he had with Drake. I mean, let's be honest. If it weren't for this beef, some of those people in Middle America might not have heard of Kendrick Lamar. But this beef has been going on all year, and it's been one of the biggest things really going on in the music space here, not just in hip hop. So that alone, people that's in the Middle America by now, again, if you haven't been living under a rock, have heard of Kendrick Lamar. So again, for those who think that they should have picked Lil Wayne over Kendrick Lamar, I just want to know, what songs could Lil Wayne pick that, because the Super Bowl halftime show is 11 minutes. So let's think in 11 minutes, if he had to just do it by himself without bringing on the whole Cash Money, without bringing on Drake, without bringing on Nicki Minaj, what songs could he pick? Now, of course, in my mind, I know some of the songs that are some of his more popular songs. I don't really think they would still play well at the Super Bowl, but let me try to give a quick rundown real quick. So if he did, because I've heard people say he could perform Lollipop. Okay, think about what the song Lollipop is talking about. I don't know if the sponsors, you're talking about Apple Music, you're talking about Pepsi and all these other companies that's putting millions of dollars into this thing. I don't know if they want to hear Lil Wayne on stage telling me something, let me like a lollipop. I mean, it's going to be kids tuning in watching this. And it's going to be people that's tuning in watching this that don't want to see a dude on stage talking about he wants somebody to lick him like a lollipop. The song is hot. I just don't know if they want that played on the national stage halftime of the Super Bowl. So, of course, he got a milli. That song is hot. Can't deny it. But that's more like a mixtape vibe. You can't sit here and tell me that a milli has that crossover pop reach like the songs that I told you earlier that Kendrick got. So I would say a milli is one of his songs that's, everybody thinks about, but I don't think it has that global reach. And then he had the song, Mrs. Officer. But again, I don't know if they want him rapping about anything talking about cops when you're talking about doing a halftime show of the Super Bowl. So even though that song was hot, I don't think they're going to want it. Then he had the song Fireman, which, I mean, that song is hot, but it doesn't have the global pop reach like the songs that I just named from Kendrick Lamar. So with all that being said, I feel that's why Kendrick won this one. Now, I do hope that Lil Wayne gets to do the Super Bowl halftime show at some point. I just think that right now, Kendrick is the hottest thing going in the music space because of the beef with Drake, because of the song Not Like Us being so hot, that they just had to ride that wave. So I can't think of the only other artist that they could have picked that would have probably been just as a good choice, just like Kendrick Lamar, would be Taylor Swift, because of the whole her, Travis Kelce. She's infiltrated football now. You can't watch a Chiefs game without the camera panning up to her in the box going crazy every time Travis Kelce, catch the ball or they score a touchdown or whatever the case may be. So if it wasn't going to be Kendrick, it was going to be Taylor Swift. And for whatever reason, she didn't do it this year. So it was going to be Kendrick. Now, they probably, Drake would have been just as hot. But the fact that Kendrick beat him in the beef, I don't think, even though Drake, now I've been hearing some stuff that Drake has turned down the Super Bowl a couple of times. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. But even if Drake would have been a viable choice this year, why would you pick the loser in the beef instead of the winner in the beef? So, because, hey, in the U.S., we like winners. So Kendrick was going to be the choice anyway. So if y'all can give me a good reason why y'all think somebody else would have been a better choice than Kendrick, y'all let me know. And I might come on here and I might change my stance. But for right now, I think Kendrick is a unanimous choice. Again, y'all beat it up in the comments. Y'all let me know. I appreciate y'all taking time to stop by the podcast. Y'all be good and stay safe.